Galaxy has the Guardians. New York has the Stark Tower. But for rising intellects across Nigeria, this is the ground where legends are forged. Hello, Nigeria. Welcome to Cowbellpedia 2025, the Mega Mind.
5 episodes down, countless genius moments, and 110 of Nigeria's sharpest young minds have battled it out on the Cowbellpedia stage. Now, we stand at the edge of destiny. 40 exceptional students have already claimed their spots in the quarterfinals, but 8 spots remain. This is the final elimination round. 22 geniuses, 3 rounds, 8 final spots. The final elimination round starts now.
Enjoy the delicious creamy goodness of Cowbell with Vita-Rich and vitamin B9, which supports brain development. Cowbell, so creamy, so good.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to what promises to be one of the most exciting moments of Cowbellpedia 2025, the Mega Minds. It's our final elimination episode. My name is Ebuka Obiuchendo, your undisputed quiz master, and today promises to be awesome. We present the final elimination show where learning is fun and every student is a winner. Let us check in with Linda backstage. Linda, what's up?
Hey, Quizmaster. We are more than ready here. Hi, Cowbellpedia fam. You know me. I'm your host, Linda Ejiofor Suleiman. Right now, I've got the final set of contestants about to step into the elimination stage. Nerves? Maybe. Determination? Oh, absolutely. This incredible squad is heading your way. Over to you. Guys, good luck.
All right, keep those hands going as we welcome our final contestants in the junior secondary category. Thank you very much. As you can see, our smart minds are finally out, and it's only right that we meet them.
My name is Ayola Ladayo. I'm from Apt Scholars Universal College. I love reading novels. My name is Ayemu Sami. I'm from Wake International School, and I love running.
My name is Obiogbola Arinze. I'm from the Ambassadors College, and I'm a fan of basketball.
I'm Odabumi Anike by name from the Ambassadors College, and I love being me.
My name is Inokolami Ego. I'm from the Ambassadors College, Ottawa, and I have God on my side.
My name is Oladura Marvelous. I attend St. Grace College and I like playing sports.
My name is Darasimi Awasi and I attend Blooming Heritage School. I like playing football.
My name is Usaradet Usukak. I'm from the OC School and I like winning, reading and competing.
My name is Laura David Udo from Divine Seat High School, Eket, and I like reading, art, and music.
My name is Muanfo Gift, and I'm from Ajegula Junior High School. I love singing.
My name is Ede Wisdom. I'm from St. Xavier's College, Lagos, and I love reading and drawing.
Thank you very much. You're welcome, all 11 of you. Congratulations on getting to this point. But at the end of today, only 4 of you will be making it to the quarter-finals. And our first game for today is called Fastest Finger.
Fastest Fingers is all about speed and accuracy. 11 contestants start, but only 8 will advance to the next round. Over 3 mathematics questions, the slowest or incorrect answers will eliminate 3 students. For questions 1 and 2, the host will ask a multiple choice question and the contestants will have 10 seconds to lock in their answers. After the correct answer is revealed, the 3 contestants to record the fastest correct answers will proceed to the next round, leaving us with 5 contestants at the end of the second question. The same process will be repeated for question 3, and this time only 2 contestants to record the fastest correct answers will advance, with the remaining 3 contestants eliminated from Cowbellpedia 2025.
Are you ready? Let's play Fastest Fingers. Here comes question 1. What is the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral? A, 180 degrees, B, 270 degrees, C, 360 degrees, D, 540 degrees. Lock in your answers. Looking for the 3 correct fastest. 360 degrees is the answer. Congratulations, Oladayo, Arinze, and Enoch. Here's question 2. If x equals 4, what is the value of 3x squared minus 2x plus 5? A, 41, B, 45, C, 49, D, 53. Lock in your answers. Lock in your answers. Time is almost up. There it is. Time is up. Just 2 of you got it right, Samuel and Enike. 6 contestants still in the game, 3 spots left. Here is question 3. What is the next number in the sequence 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8? A, 12, B, 13, C, 15, D, 21. Okay, the correct answer is B. Marvelous and Laura. So as it stands, we have 7 qualifiers and we need 1 more person to join the next round. Here is your 4th question. The scientific method begins with what? Forming a conclusion, B, asking a question, C, designing an experiment, D, collecting data. Looking for the fastest. 1 of you will go through. 1 of you will go through. The correct answer is B. Joshua. Make some noise for our 8 qualifiers so far. Well, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to Zaid, Gift, and Ibubechuku. Please give them a round of applause. You have demonstrated exceptional talent and determination to get through to this round. So make sure you hold your heads high. And hopefully we'll see you back here in the senior category next time. Once again, a round of applause for them.
Our incredible contestants have arrived backstage. I know that those questions might have been unexpected, but wow, you gave it your all. Now we created this hype tunnel for you to just walk through, and don't forget that you're a champion, okay? All right, guys, let's applaud them. Go.
In a world filled with many wrecked robots, it's up to architect Bisola and builder Brian to rebuild the city.
We'll need some help. Let's get up and go! We'll start with the foundation. They bear the biggest load.
Wow, numbers are powerful.
We use them to measure and build.
You'll need more Cowbell Choco to complete your mission.
To get up and go, give them Cowbell Choco.
Welcome back to Cowbellpedia 2025. The Mega Minds is still the final elimination stage, and the final set of contestants in the junior category are still battling it out. Round 1 started with 11, and now we're down to 8 contestants, which means the competition is getting tighter, knowing that just 4 of them will be at the end of the remaining 2 rounds. But for now, it's time for round 2, and it's called 60 Seconds of Fame.
60 Seconds of Fame is a battle where every contestant is on their own. 8 contestants step into the spotlight, each with just 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. At the end of this round, the 2 contestants with the lowest point will be eliminated, leaving 6 to continue their quest for victory.
Is that clear? Let's play 60 Seconds of Fame. First up, we have Marvelous. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Good luck. Let's have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. The sum of 2 consecutive even numbers is 30. What is the smaller number? A 12, B 14, C 16, D 18.
14, B.
That is correct. Next question. Find the value of y in 3y plus 7 equals 22. A 4, B 5, C 6, D 15.
C.
That is correct. Next question. Artificial intelligence is what? A technology that stimulates human intelligence. B, a type of computer. That is correct. Next question. When interpreting archaeological findings from ancient West African civilizations, which factor might present the biggest challenge? A, too many artifacts. That is incorrect. Next question. The Earth rotates on its what? A, horizontal axis. B, tilted axis. C, vertical axis. D, straight axis. That is incorrect. Next question. Which of these words is not a homophone to any other English word? A, see, B, bear, C, logic, D, made.
C.
That is incorrect. Next question. Sleep is important for A, looking young with physical and mental recovery. That is correct. Next question. Simplify 12 minus 3 multiplied by 2 plus 4. That is incorrect. Next question. 40 points. Hello, Enoch. How are you?
Fine, quiz master.
Good luck. Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. If A equals 3 and B equals 2, find the value of 2A plus 3B. A 6, B 9, C 12, D 15.
Yeah, I feel this.
That is correct. Next question. Simplify minus 3 plus 8 minus 2. A minus 7, B 3, C 5, D 7.
2, 3. B.
That is correct. Next question. Cloud computing allows what? Accessing data from anywhere. B, storing clouds in computers. C, creating weather simulations. D, connecting computers to clouds. That is correct. Next question. Which situation best illustrates the concept of monopoly? A, many small farmers selling similar vegetables. C. That is correct. Next question. The Olympics are held every what? A, 2 years, B, 4 years.
B.
That is correct. Next question. Simplify 2 plus 3 multiplied by 4 minus 1. 50 points. Next up is Enike. Enike, how are you?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Good luck. Let's have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. What is 1 over 3 of 24? A 6, B 8, C 12, D 16.
8.
That is correct. Next question. Evaluate 2 plus 3 multiplied by 4 minus 6 divided by 2. A 11, B 13, C 15, D 17. That is incorrect. Next question. The primary source of marine pollution is what? A, volcanic eruptions, B, industrial waste, C, earthquakes, D, hurricanes.
Industrial waste.
That is correct. Next question. What is the most likely consequence of overfishing in coastal waters? A, increased biodiversity.
Decline in fish populations.
That is correct. Next question. Mental health is important because A, it makes you look good.
Affects overall well-being.
Very good. Next question. Which of these words is a collective noun? A, desk, B, flock. That is correct. Next question. Quantum computing uses what? A, traditional computer chips. B,
quantum mechanics principle.
That is correct. Next question. 3D printing creates
3-dimensional physical objects.
Okay. Are you a prefect in school?
Yes, sir.
Prefect of what?
Deputy head girl.
Deputy, oh. I can tell you're very controlled. Well, let's see what your score is. 70 points. All right, Arinze, welcome. How are you?
I'm feeling great.
Good luck. Let's have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Find the value of x in 5x minus 3 equals 27. 6. A, 5, base 6. Correct. Next question. What is the value of x in the equation 5 raised to the power x plus 1 minus 24? That is incorrect. Next question. Cybersecurity helps protect what? A, only government computers, B, only large companies, C, digital information systems. That is correct. Next question. Which factor contributes most significantly to desertification? Irregular rainfall, deforestation. That is correct. Next question. Cultism in schools is what? A form of leadership, B, a serious social problem. That is correct. Next question. Which of these is the proper use of the semicolon? A, I have 3 sisters, Jane, Mary, and Susan. That is incorrect. Next question. Find the value of x in the equation 2x minus 3 equals 3x plus 2. A, 12, B, 15, C, 18, D, minus 12. That is incorrect. Next question. Simplify the square root of 3 minus the square root of 2. That is incorrect. Next question. The human body is composed of approximately A, 50% water, B, 60%. That is incorrect. Next question. A small business took out a loan of 500,000 at 8% compound interest. 40 points. Now, the fun here comes with a little tension, but we know how to douse it for them. Let's go back to Linda and see all the fun that's happening backstage.
Hey, Ebuka, you are right. This is where we lighten the mood and take off the pressure. Right now, we are about to play the game of tongue twisters. And I already have a contestant here who is willing to play. What's your name and the name of your school?
My name is Jessica and I'm from Graceland International School.
Do you know how to play the game? I give you a sentence, you say it really fast 5 times, no pauses, no break, okay? Shake the milkshake to change.
Shake the milkshake to change. Shake the milkshake to change. Shake the milkshake to change. Shake the milkshake to change. Shake the milkshake to change.
You are proud. Oh man, that was fun. Okay, let's get back to the quiz master now. Ebuka.
All right, thank you, Linda. We're still playing 60 Seconds of Fame, and there are still loads and loads of actions underway here. Our next contestant is Samuel. How are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. Yes,
all right, let's have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now.
A.
Next question. If cos A equals 1 over 3. That is incorrect. Next question. The most important rule of internet safety is what? A, protecting personal information. That is correct. Next question. When there's high unemployment in a country, which government action would most likely directly address the issue? That is correct. Next question. Social responsibility means what? A, only helping family. That is correct. Next question. Which sentence uses the past perfect tense correctly? A, I finished my homework yesterday. B, she had completed the assignment before the deadline. That is correct. Next question. Factorize completely x squared minus 9. That is correct. Next question. In a geometric sequence, the 3rd term is 20 and the 6th term. That is incorrect. Next question. Robotics involves A, only computer programming, B, software development, C, network connections. That is correct. Next question. A farmer noticed that when she sells mangoes at 15 naira each, she sells 200 mangoes per day. When she reduces the prices, that is correct. Next question. Nigeria's largest city by population is A, Abuja, B, Lagos. That is correct. How do you feel after that?
I feel great, sir.
You feel great. Let's see whether your score is great. 90 points. Hi, Oladayo, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
I like your straight face. You're very serious about this, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck. Let's have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Find the value of y in the equation 2y minus 3 equals 11. That is correct. Next question. If the standard deviation of a set of data is 5, what is the standard deviation? That is correct. Next question. Digital citizenship involves A, owning many devices, B, responsible use of technology. That is correct. Next question. Why might a rapidly growing urban area experience traffic congestion and housing shortages? A, 2 people living in the city. That is correct. Next question. The current Secretary General of the United Nations is A, Ban Ki-moon. That is correct. Next question. Which of the following is a complex sentence? A, I went to the market and bought some fruits. B, the boy is. That is correct. Next question. If P equals X is a prime number less than 10, then NP equals what? A, 4, B, 5, C, 3. That is incorrect. Next question. Solve for X when log 3, 2, X plus 1 minus log 3X minus 2 is equals to. Incorrect. Next question. Which of these is a natural ecosystem? A, agricultural land, B, urban area. That is correct. Next question. If a bank offers 5% simple interest annually on savings, how much interest? That is correct. Next question. A budget is a type of bank account. 80 points. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard for now. Samuel with 90 points, Oladayo with 80, Enike with 70, Enoch with 50, Marvelous and Arinze with 40 points. Next up is Laurel. How are you?
I'm nervous.
You are nervous?
Yes.
When you see the scoreboard, do you know what you need to do? You
Yeah.
just need 50. That's all you need to do to make it through, right? You think you can do it?
Yeah.
Good luck. Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. What is the volume of a cube with side length 4 centimeters? A 16 centimeter cube. B12, C64, D32.
4 times 4, 16.
That is incorrect. Next question. Rationalize the denominator and simplify 4 over 3 square root minus 1.
B.
That is correct. Next question. The process of scientific classification is called what? A, identification. B, taxonomy. C, categorization. D, systemics. That is incorrect. Next question. Which of these will be the most effective way to address gender inequality in education? A, building more schools, B, implementing policies that specifically support girls' education. That is correct. Next question. The largest ethnic group in Nigeria is A, Igbo, B, Yoruba, C, Hausa. That is correct. Next question. Which sentence uses inversion correctly? A, never I have seen such behavior. B, rarely does he arrive on time. That is correct. Next question. Simplify 3a raised to the power 2 minus 2a. That is incorrect. Next question. Find the equation of the circle passing through. That is incorrect. Next question. Which of these is the primary standard of measurement? A, meter, B, kilogram, C, second. That is incorrect. Next question. How do you think you did?
Terrible.
You think you did terribly?
Yeah.
Why would you think that? Let's see your score. 40 points. Hello, Joshua. How are you?
Fine.
All right, good luck. Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. And your time starts now. A water tank is 2/3 full of, after 40 liters of water are added, it becomes 3/4 full. What is the capacity of the tank? A, 360 liters, B, 480, C, 480, D, 240.
C.
That is correct. Next question. A boat travels 24 kilometers upstream in 6 hours and the same distance downstream in 4 hours. Find the speed of the boat in still water. A5, B6, C4, D.
A.
That is correct. Next question. The speed of light is approximately 200,000 kilometers. That is correct. Next question. Which of these will be considered a fixed cost for a restaurant business? A, cost of ingredients. B, wages of staff.
C.
That is correct. Next question. Biodiversity is important because A, it looks interesting, B, maintains ecological balance. That is correct. Next question. Identify the option with the correct spelling. A, accommodation, B, definitely. That is correct. Next question. If P equals X is a prime number less than 10, then NP equals what? A4, B5, C3, D6. That is incorrect. Next question. Factorize completely X squared minus 9.
A.
That is correct. Next question. 70 points. All right, at the end of 60 seconds of fame, this is what the scores look like. Samuel at 90 points, Oladayo with 80, Enike and Joshua with 70, and Enoch with 50 points. As it stands, we have 5 people who have qualified automatically to the next round, but we have a 3-way tie at 40 points. That's Marvelous, Arinze, and Laurel, which means we have to play another round of fastest fingers because we need one more qualifier. Good luck. Here is your question. If 3/4 of a number is 18, what is the number? A, 13.5, B, 22, C, 24, D, 27. Lock in your answer. And our next qualifier is Arinze. All right, congratulations, Arinze. You've made it through to the next round, but unfortunately, this is where we say goodbye to Laurel and Marvelous. Your hands together for them. I know you can be very emotional, especially going out in a way like this, but congratulations and thank you for making it this far, but your journey on Cowbellpedia 2025 ends here. We'll be taking a quick break now. When we come back, we have one more round to go before we find out who our quarter-finalists will be. We'll be right back.
delicious creamy goodness of Cowbell. With Vitarich and vitamin B9, which supports brain development. Cowbell, so creamy, so good.
Oh, first off, major props to both of you. Okay? You fought hard, you shined hard, and bright. And once a champion, always a champion.
Let's jump right back into the action. If you've been following, we have 6 brilliant contestants who fought their way through the last round, and now they're ready for the last test, which will guarantee them qualification to the quarterfinals of Cowbellpedia 2025. And this round is called Questions from the Cowbellpedia Bank.
In this round, questions from the Cowbellpedia Bank, 6 contestants play, carrying over their hard-earned points from the last round. The quizmaster will ask 12 questions, and the first contestant to hit the buzzer gets the chance to answer. A correct response earns 10 points, but a wrong answer costs 5 points from their total. At the end of this round, only 4 contestants will move on to the quarterfinals, while 2 will be eliminated. It is a game of precision and strategy. Only the sharpest will advance.
Everyone ready? Let's play Questions from the Cowbellpedia Bank. Here are your questions. If the sum of the first n terms of the arithmetic progression 5, 8, 11, 14 dash is 320, find the value of n. A15, Joshua?
B.
Joshua says B. Can you tap B?
I tap C. God.
That is correct. Next question. Simplify the square root of 3 minus the square root of 2 divided by the square root of 3 plus the square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 3 plus the square root of 2 divided by the square root of 3 minus the square root of 2. Arinze? Correct. Next question. The unit of work and energy is what? A. Samuel?
Joules.
That is correct. Next question. The importance of Joshua?
B.
That is correct. Next question. Find the value of a squared minus b squared if a equals 5 and b equals 3. Arinze?
16.
That is correct. Next question. Solve for x where 2x squared minus 7x minus 4 equals 0. Joshua?
A.
That is correct. Next question. The value of reflection is what? A. Dwelling on past mistakes. Samuel?
B.
That is correct. Next question. In how many ways can 8 people be divided into 4 pairs? A. 105, B. 120, C. 210, D. 420. Joshua?
B.
That is incorrect. Find the value of x if 5 raised to power 2x minus 1. Arinze?
2.
That is correct. Next question. The process of converting a solid directly to gas. Joshua?
Sublimation. C.
That is correct. Next question. Samuel?
B.
That is correct. All right, that is the end of questions from the Cowbellpedia Bank. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Samuel at 120 points. Joshua has 105 points. Oladayo at 80 points. Now we have a two-way tie between Enike and Arinze, which means we need to play a game of fastest fingers. Are you ready? Good luck. Here is your question. In a game of rock, paper, scissors, your opponent has played rock 3 times in a row. For your next move, which strategy would be most effective? A. Play rock expecting your opponent to change. B. Play paper expecting your opponent to play rock again. C. Play scissors to beat your opponent's paper. D. Choose randomly among rock, paper, and scissors. Lock in your answer now. Okay. What option did you have, Enike?
B.
You had B. Arinze, what option did you have?
C.
C. And we have a winner. The correct answer is B. Congratulations, Enike, which means our quarterfinalists are Samuel, Joshua, Oladayo, and Enike. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye here to Enoch and Arinze. Very well done. Your hands together for both of them. And with that, we have our final 24 qualified contestants for the junior secondary category. 4 brilliant minds have clinched their spots in the quarterfinals to join the already qualified 20. What a game we've had. But guess what? We're not done, because coming up next, we're turning the challenge a dial up with the senior secondary category. This is the perfect time to refresh yourself with a cold, delicious Cowbell drink to fuel your brain, just like our contestants. We'll be right back. This is Cowbellpedia 2025.
Enjoy the delicious creamy goodness of Cowbell with Vitarich and vitamin B9, which supports brain development. Cowbell, so creamy, so good.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to Cowbellpedia 2025, the Mega Minds. Now, before we went on that short break, 4 contestants from the junior category booked their place in the quarterfinals. Now, 11 senior students contestants will compete for the last 4 spots to be part of our quarterfinalists. With a loud round of applause, please welcome our 11 contestants. Okay, it's game on indeed. The energy is definitely right, and I know that they are ready to show us their prowess on the game today. But first, let's meet our contestants.
My name is Daramola Oluwatosin, and I'm from Beaufort Model College, and I love to play chess.
My name is Ichagu Jeremiah. I'm from the Ambassadors College, and I love playing football. My name is Dele Ijo. I am from Graceland International School, Port Harcourt, and I love reading novels.
My name is Misela Johnson. I'm from Apt Scholars Universal College. I love anything Jesus, and the Lord is my helper.
My name is Oluwada Precious. I'm from Treasure Home School, Ogun State. I love to read novels.
My name is Ofebu Jessica, and I'm from Graceland International School, Port Harcourt, and I love listening to music.
My name is Lovici from Apt Scholars, Ogun State, and I love playing chess.
My name is Abba Gamsi. I'm from Apt Scholars Universal College, and I love playing chess.
My name is Chigozie Chidebere. I'm from St. Anthony of Padua High School, and I love singing.
My name is Olusegun Adarasimi. I'm from Working International School. I love playing football.
My name is Osunkwa Chidini Valentine. I'm from Beaufort Model College. I love reading facts and watching science fiction.
Welcome, everybody. Hope you're feeling excited. Hope you're feeling pumped. It's time for Fastest Fingers.
Fastest Fingers is all about speed and accuracy. 11 contestants start, but only 8 will advance to the next round. Over 3 mathematics questions, the slowest or incorrect answers will eliminate 3 students. For questions 1 and 2, the host will ask a multiple choice question and the contestants will have 10 seconds to lock in their answers. After the correct answer is revealed, the 3 contestants to record the fastest correct answers will proceed to the next round, leaving us with 5 contestants at the end of the second question. The same process will be repeated for question 3, and this time only 2 contestants to record the fastest correct answers will advance, with the remaining 3 contestants eliminated from Cowbellpedia 2025.
All right, you heard it loud and clear. Good luck. Here's question 1. What is the slope of the line that passes through the points 4, 7, and 6, 11? A2, B3, C4, D5. Lock in your answers now. So usually we'd look for the top 3 with the fastest times. But we have a tie with your times. Simi and Jeremiah did it in 0.57 seconds. And then Kamsi and Love did it in 0.66 seconds. So it means 4 people have gone through. Congratulations, for the first time on this show, we have 4 qualifiers in the first round. Congratulations, Love, Kamsi, Simi, Israel. Which means our second question, 2, instead of 3, will go through. Here is question 2. Simplify the expression x squared plus 2x plus x squared minus 5x plus 3. A, 2x squared minus 3x plus 3. B, 2x squared minus 7x plus 3. C, 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. D, x squared minus 3x plus 3. Lock in your answers. The correct answer is A. And the 2 qualifiers are Israel and Darasimi. Congratulations to the 2 of you. Now we are left with 5 contestants. Here's question 3. What is the area of a rhombus with diagonals of length 6 centimeters and 8 centimeters? A, 12 centimeters square. B, 24 centimeters square. C, 30 centimeters square. D, 48 centimeters square. Your last chance to make it through to the next round. Jessica and Daramola. Congratulations to the both of you, and 8 of you have qualified for the next round. Sadly, this is where we say goodbye to Chigozie, Valentine, and Precious. Thank you very much for being here, but this is where your journey ends on Cowbellpedia 2025. We played like absolute legends. Another big round of applause for them, please. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on a quick break. Stay with us, because when we come back, the top 8 will be locked in for 60 seconds of fame.
In a world filled with many ragged robots, it's up to architect Bisola and builder Brian to rebuild the city.
We'll need some help. Let's get up and go! We'll start with the foundation. They bear the biggest load.
Wow, numbers are powerful.
We use them to measure and build.
You'll need more Cowbell Choco to complete your mission.
To get up and go, give them Cowbell Choco.
Now it's back to the games. It's still the last game in the elimination stage. And after the first round, we now have 8 contestants left to fight it out for the final 4 spots in our quarterfinals. And they're definitely ready to go. Round 2 is called 60 Seconds of Fame.
60 Seconds of Fame is a battle where every contestant is on their own. 4 contestants step into the spotlight, each with just 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. At the end of this round, the contestant with the lowest point will be eliminated, leaving 3 to continue their quest for victory.
All right, let's play 60 Seconds of Fame. First up, we have Jessica. How are you, Jessica?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, good luck. Let's have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Find the domain of the function fx equals the square root of 25 minus x squared.
A.
That is incorrect. Next question. Simplify the expression a squared minus b squared over a minus b. That is correct. Next question is solenoid has 500 turns and carries a current of 2A. That is incorrect. Next question. If a clock takes 7 seconds to strike 7 o'clock, how long will it take to strike 10 o'clock? A, 9, B, 10. That is incorrect. Next question. Which Nigerian musician won Best International Act at the 2020 BET Awards? That is correct. Next question. Disparate means nearly what?
C.
That is correct. Next question. What is the equation of the tangent to the curve y equals to x squared plus 3? That is incorrect. Next question. The sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic progression is given by Sn equals 2n squared plus 3n. That is correct. Next question. A body of mass 5 kg is moving with a velocity of 10 miles per... That is incorrect. Next question. Which of the following is a sexually transmitted disease? A, malaria, B, tuberculosis, C, gonorrhea. That is correct. Next question. A program or part of a program that can create copies of itself is known as what? That is correct. 60 points. How are you doing, Simi?
Doing well.
Good luck. Let's have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. If log 10x equals 2, what is the value of x? A10. That is correct. Next question. If fx equals x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4 and gx equals 2x plus 1, that is correct. Next question. The reaction between ethene and bromine water is an example of what? A substitution reaction. That is incorrect. Onome's age is twice Efosa's age. 3 years ago, Onome was 3 times as old as Efosa. That is incorrect. The first Nigerian to play in the Major League Soccer was A, Michael Orozco. That is incorrect. The antonym of orthodox is what? A, traditional. That is correct. Next question. What is the value of the determinant of the matrix 3, 1, and 2, 4? A, 5, B, 10, C, 12, D, 14. That is incorrect. Evaluate 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 1 dx.
C.
That is incorrect. Which of the following is a volatile memory? A, hard disk drive. That is correct. Lake is to water as desert is to what? A, dry, B, hot. That is incorrect. Next question. The largest economy in Africa is 40 points. Israel, how are you doing?
I'm fine, sir.
You've not smiled since you came here today. What's the problem? Is that your game face? You don't want to be distracted?
Yes, sir.
All right, I won't bother you then. Let's have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Solve the following inequality. 3x plus 4 is greater than 16. A, x is greater than 4. B, 6x is greater than 6. That is correct. Next question. Is sine theta equals to 3 over 5? That is correct. Next question. Which of the following is not an example of an operating system? A, Windows, B, Linux, C, Mac OS, D, Oracle. That is correct. Next question. Captain is to ship as pilot is to what? A, C, B, sailor, C, airplane, D, airport. That is correct. Next question. The main actor in the movie, the CEO is who? Richard Moffedami, Joby, Wale Ojosi, Ramsey Noah. That is incorrect. Next question. The word perfunctory refers to something done A, perfectly, B, permanently, C, routinely with minimal effort, D, periodically. That is incorrect. Solve the inequality x over x minus 2 is greater than 1. A. That is correct. If the mean of 15, 20, 25, 30, and x is 24, find x, A, 25, B, 28, C, 30, D, 32. That is incorrect. Which of the following is a true breeding plant? A, hybrid, B, homogeneous, C, heterozygous. That is correct. What continues the pattern 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29? 60 points. How are you, Jeremiah?
Fine, sir.
Let's have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Given that fx equals 3x squared minus 4x plus 1, find f minus 2, A, 13, B, 17, C, 19, D, 21. That is incorrect. Give me a verbal response. Next question. The line y equals mx plus 2 is a tangent to the circle x squared plus y. That is incorrect. Next question. The logical gate that produces a true output when inputs are different is A, AND, B, OR, C, XOR, D, NAND. That is incorrect. If a pyramid has a square base, how many faces does it have in total? A4, B5. That is correct. Which river is the longest in the world? A, Amazon, B, Nile, C, Mississippi, D, Yangtze. That is correct. Amalgamate means what? To separate completely, be analyzed thoroughly. That is incorrect. If fx equals x cubed minus 4x squared plus 4x minus 1, find f2, A0, B1, C2, D3. That is incorrect. If fx equals 3x minus 2 and gx equals x squared plus 1, find gf2, A27, B17, C25, D9. That is incorrect. What is the minimum number of nodes in the binary tree of height? 20 points. Hello, Daramola. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
All right, good luck. Let's have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. What is the value of x if log 10x plus log 10 4 equals log 10 20? A4, B5, C16, D80. Correct. Next question. Find the equation of the line that passes through the point 3, 4 and is parallel to the line 2x minus 3y. That is incorrect. Give me a verbal response. Which of the following is not a valid domain name? A, example.com, B, example.org, C, example.net. That is incorrect. Triangle is to 3 as pentagon is to what? A4, B5, C6. That is correct. The European Union was established by the Maastricht Treaty in 1985, B, 1989, C, 1993. That is incorrect. Recalcitrant means A, counting again, B, stubbornly uncooperative. That is incorrect. If fx equals 2x plus 3 and gx equals x squared minus 1, find fg2. That is correct. What is the value of x in the equation? 3-2x minus 1 minus 4x plus 2 equals 5.
C.
That is incorrect. The process of hiding a message within another message is called... That is incorrect. Next question. All flowers are plants or plants in water. That is correct. 40 points. Hello, Darasimi. How are you doing?
Fine, sir.
Because 60 seconds is on the clock now. Your time starts now. Find the domain of the function fx equals the square root of x minus 3a. That is correct. What is the product of the roots of the quadratic equation? 3x squared minus 6x plus 5 equals 0. That is correct. In object-oriented programming, the process of hiding implementation details is called a inheritance. That is incorrect. If all x's are y's and all y's are z's, then some x's are not z's and some z's are not x.
C.
That is incorrect. The Nigerian film industry is commonly known as what? A Kannywood, B Nollywood. That is incorrect. Nefarious most nearly means what? A famous, B necessary, C nervous, D wicked. That is correct. If vectors A equals 3, 2 and B equals 1, 4, find the magnitude of A plus B. A 5.
A.
That is correct. Next question. Find x in the equation 8 raised to the power x equals 4. A 1 over 3, B 1 over 2, C 2 over 3, C 3 over 4. That is incorrect. Next question. In computer memory, 1 kilobyte equals what? A 1000 bytes. That is incorrect. Next question. 40 points. See what the leaderboard looks like. All right, so we have Jessica and Israel at 60 points. And then we have Simi, Daramola, and Darasimi at 40 points. And then we have Jeremiah at 20 points. Still a lot to play for. Next up, we have Kamsi. How are you, Kamsi?
I'm fine.
Good luck. Let's have 60 seconds on the clock. And your time starts now. If sine equals 0.8, what is the value of cos theta in the first quadrant?
A.
That is correct. What is the mode of the following data set? 37579375. That is correct. What is the time complexity of binary search algorithm?
C.
That is correct. If all dogs are mammals and all mammals are animals, which statement is necessarily true? That is incorrect. Next question. The first Nigerian to win the Paralympic gold medal was A. Lucy Ejike. That is correct. Next question. The word parsimonious is closest in meaning to A. Generous, B. Stingy. That is correct. What is the radius of the circle with the equation x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 6y plus 4 equals 0? A3, that is incorrect. Simplify 3, 2x minus 4 plus 5x. A 6x minus 12 plus 5x, that is correct. The phenomenon where a dominant allele has multiple that is correct. Sheep is to flock as fish is to A, water, B, ocean, C, school, B, group.
C.
That is incorrect. Next question, the Cultural Revolution. 70 points. Hello, love. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Good luck. Let's have 60 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. If x equals 3 and y equals 4, find the value of 2x plus 3y, 8, 12, B, 17. That is correct. Calculate the value of sine 90 degrees minus theta with theta equals 30, A 1 over 2b. That is correct. A convex lens produces a real image twice the size of the object when the object is placed at 15 centimeters from the lens. What is the focal point of the lens? A 5 centimeters, B 10. That is incorrect. The bag contains 6 white balls and 4 black balls. If 3 balls are drawn at random without replacement, what is the probability that all 3 are white? That is incorrect. The legislative arm of the Nigerian government consists of what? A, the Supreme Court and Federal High Courts. B, the President and Vice President. C, the Senate and House of Representatives. That is incorrect. The word sycophant refers to who? A musical instrument. B, a person who flatters others. That is correct. If log 3x equals 2 and log 3y equals 4, what is the value of log 3xy squared? A 6, B 8, C 10, D 12.
B.
Let's see what your total score is. 30 points. And that brings us to the end of 60 seconds of fame. Now, let's check out the leaderboard. There you have it. Kamsi with 70 points. Jessica and Israel with 60 points. Simi, Daramola, and Darasimi with 40 points. So thank you very much, Jeremiah. Thank you very much, love. You did your best, but unfortunately, it just wasn't good enough. This is where your journey ends on Cowbellpedia 2025. Another big round of applause. Okay, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, it's round 3, and it gets hotter. We'll be right back.
Enjoy the delicious creamy goodness of Cowbell. With Vitarich and vitamin B9, which supports brain development. Cowbell, so creamy, so good.
Look, both of you gave it your all, and that's what truly matters. You didn't just compete, you made a statement, okay? Remember that. And if anyone out there had any doubts about your brilliance, let's just say you proved them wrong today. Now, I need you to take this out of the confidence jar and read it out loud. Take one, and take one, and read it. What does it say?
My journey doesn't stop here. It is only getting started.
Do you believe that?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. And you?
I was brave enough to step up, and that's the big deal.
And that's the big deal. Okay? Always remember that. Okay, guys, don't go anywhere. Round 3 is coming up next. Who's got what it takes to go all the way? We're about to find out. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Cowbellpedia 2025, brought to you by the nourishing Cowbell. Now, our contestants have been incredibly great and giving us a game we will remember for a long, long time. Because we started off with 11 contestants, but after fastest fingers and 60 seconds of fame, we're now down to just 6 of them ready for the final round in this elimination stage. And this round is called Questions from the Cowbellpedia Bank.
In this round, questions from the Cowbellpedia Bank, 6 contestants play, carrying over their hard-earned points from the last round. The quizmaster will ask 12 questions, and the first contestant to hit the buzzer gets the chance to answer. A correct response earns 10 points, but a wrong answer costs 5 points from their total. At the end of this round, only 4 contestants will move on to the quarterfinals, while 2 will be eliminated. It is a game of precision and strategy. Only the sharpest will advance.
All right, is everyone ready? Let's play questions from the Cowbellpedia Bank. Here's question 1. If 5 workers can complete a job in 12 days, how many days will it take 3 workers to complete the same job? Israel? That is correct. Next question. Find the value of x such that log 2x plus log 2x plus 15 equals 4. Darasimi? That is correct. Next question. The process of development from egg to adult through a series of distinct stages is called Simi?
C.
All right, that is correct. Next question. Who is known as the queen of Afropop? Darasimi?
B.
B. Siwa Savage. Next question. A particle moves with the position vector RT equals t squared t 2t t cubed. Find the magnitude of its acceleration vector at t equals 1. Let's move on to the next question. Solve the inequality 2x minus Jessica.
A.
That is correct. Next question. Which of the following is not a biotic component? Simi?
D.
That is correct. Next question. The Federal Capital Territory?
B.
That is incorrect. Next question. The equation of a line passing through the points 2, 3, and 4, 7, Darasimi?
D.
Correct. Next question. Factorize x squared minus 9, Daramola?
C.
That is correct. Next question. The part of the brain responsible for maintaining balance and coordination, Daramola?
C.
That is correct. Next question. Nigeria's first military coup occurred in Kamsi?
E.
That is incorrect. Oh, we are done. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Okay, looks like Jessica, Kamsi, and Israel are through to the next round. But we have a 2-way tie between Simi and Daramola at 60 points. But unfortunately, only one of them can make it through to the next round. So we have to play another round of fastest fingers. Good luck to both of you. Here is your question. Which law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created or destroyed? A, zeroth law, B, first law, C, second law, D, third law. Blocking your answers now. You both have B, and the correct answer is B. Let's see who got it in the fastest time. Simi is 0.53 seconds. All right, congratulations. Now we have our 4 quarter-finalists. That's Simi, Kamsi, Jessica, and Israel. Sadly, here we have to say goodbye to Dara Mola and Dara Simi. Please give them a big round of applause. Thanks for being here today. Unfortunately, this is where your Cowbellpedia 2025 journey ends. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. But now, before we go any further, let's check in with Linda backstage. What's up?
Congratulations, guys. High five. High five. Well done. For you, it was intense, right?
Yes.
Were you expecting to scale through?
Yes.
I love that confidence. And you? Are you ready for the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
And ready for the next round? Yes, that's amazing. I can't wait to see you guys there. Alrighty, that is it for today. We need to get back to the cafe and continue prepping for the quarterfinals, of course. So see you guys later.
All right, thank you very much, Linda. Now, before we go any further, let me plug in our amazing audience at home to the real deal. Guys, this is your moment. If you want a chance to win some cool prizes, then head over to the Cowbellpedia website and answer today's home play question. And boom, you could be a winner. And there you have it, another phenomenal episode in the books. We love the sizzling competition and, of course, the brain power displayed in the last couple of episodes of Cowbellpedia 2025, The Mega Minds. We've witnessed 132 brilliant minds compete, and, of course, 48 are currently in the running for the prize money. Of course, this does not come without giving a massive shout out to our brilliant contestants for bringing their absolute best throughout the rounds. And of course, a bigger shout out to Cowbell for bringing us the best TV show. Yes, indeed. Now, the next episode, which is the quarterfinals, promises even more excitement. My name is Ebuka Obiuchandu, your quiz master. Until next time, take care.